Star 107,3 FM Musik Terbaik di Tangerang.
Rising Star, barengan sama Dimas Arya dan barengan sama Gentle Bones, ada Joel, ada Gamal. Hai.
Halo. Hai.
Hai.
Gimana, apa kabar?
Sehat. How you doing?
Doing great.
How the pandemic changed your life so far?
Been sleeping more.
Sleeping more. How about you, Gamal?
Same thing. And create more from home, I think. Write more stuff.
Yes. And anyway, congratulations for you two, Gentle Bones, Joel, and Gamaliel for your single.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about your new single? Maybe Joel, can you explain this?
Yeah, well, this song is really just about kind of embracing. We usually think that being lazy might not be a good thing, but especially now during the pandemic, where there are a lot of things we can't do. We can't go out with our friends sometimes. Sometimes we're locked down at home. It's sometimes we don't even want to go out because we're afraid of possibly falling sick and then infecting our family as well. There are a lot of considerations nowadays that comes to play, and because of this kind of, I think it's very important for us to rather than see it as a restriction, kind of just embrace the idea of resting, taking a break, of recharging, and finding time for ourselves and being okay with being alone and in solitude. I think a lot of beautiful things can come out of that, and I think that is the reason why this song came about as well.
Okay. Thank you. And I want to ask you, Gamal, how do you feel? This is your first collaboration with Gentle Bones, Joel. How do you feel about that?
So I'm as excited as Joel is. We've been friends for 7-8 years now, and this is like the very first time we collaborate on anything, so it's very exciting. And also the message of the song and the concept and everything is really fun and something that we didn't know we need.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joel, for writing such an amazing song for us.
No, thank you for singing, man. So, funnily enough, when we had our first FaceTime call over for this song, Gamaliel was actually on the bed, and then his hair was a little bit messy and stuff. It was the perfect kind of resting song.
Okay. So, is there any difficulties? Maybe from Gamal and Joel, is there any difficulties?
No, none at all. Gamaliel was great to work with. He got his parts down in the studio in a couple of hours. It was really quickly, and then the song was done. Yeah, it's really nice to work with him, and someone of that caliber, very professional.
Okay, so all the process from the making this song online, yeah?
FaceTime calls, WhatsApp. Sorry, Gamaliel.
FaceTime calls, WhatsApp, Zoom. Okay. Gamal, is there any difficulties? Maybe you're from GAC, Gamel Audrey Cantika, and now sekarang Kak Gamal sendiri nih, gimana? Apakah ada kesulitan di saat akhirnya jadi Gamal yang aslinya gitu?
Dulu juga Gamal yang aslinya kok.
Maksudnya lebih menjadi diri sendiri kan sekarang?
Lebih ke secara penulisan nggak perlu ngebahas bertiga aja sih. Cuman maksudnya selama ini sih proses penulisan selalu menyenangkan, selalu ada hal-hal baru yang bisa dipelajari. Jadi waktu solo ini juga nggak terlalu mungkin ya itu ada kebebasan lain yang bisa lebih mengeksplor lebih lagi musik yang mungkin nggak bisa dicemplungin ke musik GAC karena mungkin itu benar-benar kayak plek-plekan aku doang yang suka gitu.
Yeah.
It's been an exciting journey and a very emotional one so far. Jadi awesome stuff.
So how do you think about Joel, Gamal?
Joel is he's very talented, that's for sure. From the first time we met, the first time I discovered his music, he's always been a great musician and talented songwriter. So yeah, he's always been awesome, and it's amazing. I'm glad to you reached out to me in January. Yeah.
Oh, January.
So yeah, I'm glad to be a part of your musical journey, man. Thanks for having me for this
Okay.
uplifting song.
Joel, before you collaborate with Gamal, you've been collaborate with the Chinese singer. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Why finally you choose Gamaliel and Indonesia?
And it's okay. So we've been friends for a long time, and to be honest, like he has been very, very busy. You know, he has been. He has like we met 7 years ago, and that was when he just started his YouTube channel, I think, and he was transitioning to forming GAC with Chantika because the YouTube channel was him and Audrey, right? So as they were doing that transition, I was also busy with my stuff, and after that, GAC just took off and became the huge stars that they are today, you know. And now Gamaliel is on his own. So I think it's the perfect time for us to collaborate, you know, because it would have been a lot harder for the whole of GAC to, you know, with all the technicalities involved with getting every four of us into one song, for example. I think having Gamaliel as a great friend, you know, have the real connection and real vibe to produce the song, I think is a beautiful thing.
Okay. You said you've been friends since 7 years ago. Can you tell me about when you first met?
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh man, we've said this sorry like 10 times already. So
Why?
yeah, so okay. So in 2013, I was performing a show and opening for
Okay.
us the duo who was performing in Singapore. And then I played the show and then I was on the elevator to go home. And then this guy pat me on my back and was like, "Hey, you played a great set." And then I realized it was Gamaliel himself. And then I actually recognized him from his YouTube videos with Audrey Tapiheru. And so then and then I was like, "Whoa, I'm a huge fan of your stuff too." And then we became friends and we met in Jakarta again. And then yeah, it's just been texting like back and forth from there. And then one day I reached out to him with this song, which I felt was really reminiscent of how big of a fan I was of GAC's music. I think the style that Gamaliel brought over to his band, you know, the aesthetics and I think the cheeriness that he has, the colors that he has provided for the music industry and his band, I think was very reminiscent of this song. So I wanted to play it for him to see whether he liked it. Thank God he liked it, and then now we're on the song together.
Oh, great. Ada lagi mau ditambahin, Gamal?
Nah, ya begitulah pertemuannya di dalam lift pertama kali.
Okay, that's good. Okay, maybe Gamal, I want to ask you about the process from the workshop till the end. How long does this take?
Well, actually, Joel had it pretty much done with the songwriting process and the producing and everything. So I just he sent me the music and the demo, which sounded pretty much like the final product for me because it's already like great take already. And then after that, I told him that I'm going to the studio long after, just like maybe like 2 weeks after you sent me the demo. 3 weeks. So it's and the process is really quick. Like we texted back and forth while I'm in the studio, and you know, just to make sure Joel got the exact vibe that he needs. So yeah, songwriting process. Maybe Joel could tell more about that.
Okay, Joel, tell me more about the process.
Yeah, I think the process was fairly simple. You know, coming up with songwriting, coming up with the idea of positive procrastination, I think was quite a great thing to land on. I think because us as artists, and we always talk about it, like it's always good to be able to like have when you try to force songs out, when you try to stress yourself out on producing a certain amount of work, especially when it comes to creative work, it doesn't really come out as well as possibly if you took the time to rest and have no pressure or expectations of yourself. So I think this song, the idea-wise, came out really smoothly, and the producer Jason Jouchen from Homeground Studios actually came up with it in a very intricate detail. So there are a lot of layers going on. There are a lot of beautiful musicality and instrumentation in there that I think make the song what it is today.
Okay, thank you. Maybe I want to ask you more, Joel. What was the
Sure.
most memorable moment while working on this single with Gamaliel, of course?
Man, I think I've always really wanted to work with Gamaliel, honestly, because when you're friends with somebody and then right before he becomes a star, after a while you kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't contact him just yet. So it's always been took a while for me to decide to contact him, and I always wanted to work with him. And of course, I think previously he was singing mostly Indonesian music, so I think now is the perfect time for us to work together because he has transited more into English music, and I'm singing English music as well. So I think it's a great fit.
Okay. How about you, Gamal? The most memorable moment?
Ya palingan itu sih. Aku sempat bilang juga tadi di interview sebelumnya kalau mungkin sekarang biasa ya, kisah yang biasa kayak oh ya apa-apa mesti swab dulu, mesti all protocols and everything. Tapi kayak ketika nanti kita beberapa tahun diceritakan pasti akan menjadi sesuatu yang mau take vokal mesti tusuk-tusuk hidung dulu gitu kan, akan menjadi kisah yang memorable sih. Jadi timeline-nya, dan juga this is like my first ever regional collaboration as a solo artist, so that I will remember that forever.
Good.
I think for me it's just like really consuming a lot of JC's work and Gamaliel's work as well. You see a friend become so big in his own country, and kind of now you're on the same song with him. I think that is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. Also, like us sounding together in a song.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that's memorable.
Okay. The music video will release di hari spesial Indonesia's Independence Day.
Yeah.
17th of August.
We're like, yay, happy Independence Day, be lazy.
17th of August. Keren. Itu gimana awalnya kok bisa akhirnya memutuskan udah 17 aja deh? Why?
Dari mereka.
Dari mereka. Okay. Joel, why finally you choose the music video release date is 17th of August? That's Indonesian Independence Day.
Exactly. That is exactly why we chose the release date.
Okay.
I think it's also celebrating the independence of having collaborations not be restricted by country or language or style or anything really. It's just make music comes first, and we hope that Star Radio would enjoy the song.
Yes, of course, Joe. Okay, Gamal, I wanna ask you. Tadi udah diceritain gimana akhirnya kalau mau nge-take vokal aja mesti swab dulu, perjuangannya macam-macam dan lain-lain. Aduh, pasti perjuangannya berat banget, Dang. Banget lah, ibaratnya susah lah kita lagi kayak gini. Mau kemana-mana susah, mau take vokal susah, semuanya harus masing-masing ngerjain single ini aja online, bayangin. Pastinya banyak dong harapan-harapan. So, what are your expectation after release the song?
Sebenarnya kalau dari aku pribadi, ya lebih ini aja sih, men-treat diri kita sebagai manusia aja. Jadi ketika kita lagi capek atau kita lagi nggak mendapatkan energi dari apa yang kita sedang lakukan, sangat-sangat so really okay to take your time supaya to rest. Nge-charge ya kan, recharge diri kita sampai nanti ya akan muncul sendiri kok saat ketika kita kayak oke, kayaknya ini waktunya untuk create something gitu. Jadi semoga dengan lagu ini para pendengar juga bisa lebih santai lagi, lebih tenang lagi. Kalau kalian belum merasa damai ya, tenang aja, nggak apa-apa kok, kita lagi nggak dikejar apa-apa juga, jadi be nice with your own, I think.
Okay. What about you, Joel? What your expectation after release the single?
I hope the listeners love the song. For me, I'm really happy enough that this collaboration happened. The song's finally out. I've been talking very great things about Gamaliel and GAC for the longest of time. And to be able to have this collaboration come out is just beautiful. And I just hope this helps anyone who feels bad about not wanting to get out of bed feel a little bit better for staying in bed if you have nothing important to do, of course.
Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, Joel. Thank you, Gamal.
Thank you.
I hope you're doing good. Stay
You too, man.
healthy.
Sama-sama.
Yang pastinya Kak Gamal, thank you banget. Joel, thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll reply
I
you
hope
on
one
the
day you
DM.
can come to the studio. Come to
Hopefully,
Indonesia,
sure.
Joel.
Semoga aminin dulu.